Alright, Shalom. It's Karab by YAHAWAH, GMS Miami. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH by YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that rule well. And greetings and salutations to all you sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing the unadulterated truth. And I was on Before It's News earlier today and ran across this article here, which states Russia issues grave warning, prepare to defend Earth, fallen angels have returned. And first and foremost, it's a pretty funny article, but just showing these devils, don't have a clue what's about to happen. And it's more laughable than anything. But it also validates the scriptures and proves to us that we're in the know and they're not. And basically that this devil's about to go down. They feel it, but Satan messing with me. Can't scroll down, but okay. I'm just gonna read a little bit of it because it's pretty lengthy. So you brothers, y'all want to check it out, you can go ahead. But it says, an extraordinary report prepared by the Military Scientific Committee of the Armed Forces (MSC) on the just completed trials of the Almas anti-high energy laser directed energy weapon system project by the 27th Central Research Institute states that their immediate disbursement to Federation allies India, China, and Brazil, which are three players of the BRICS, is needed to defend our planet against interdimensional entities who could soon attempt to recapture it. Right? But it just shows you their mind state that they actually ready to fight against the Most High, right? And under that it says, important to note about this report, important to note about this report are that the references to interdimensional entities contained in it date back to the Great Patriotic War, which is World War II, when the Soviet intelligence service confirmed the German Nazi regime's existing communication link with what can only be described as fallen angels / demons, but which our planet's oldest written records refer to as the gods. So it's a few valid points in here, but for the most part Esau's off once again. So through the spirit and power, I just wanted to go into a few scriptures to slice this shit in half. Right here it says these fallen angels, demons, this report explains, were once vanquished from our earth about 5,000 to 6,000 years ago, which is pretty accurate, but not vanquished from earth, years ago, in what was then referred to by its ancients as the Great Overturning, that nearly instantly froze millions of woolly mammoths of Siberia, destroyed the vast city-state known as Atlantis, and is recorded in the stories, religions, and legends of all our planet's people as the Great Flood. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down to, like I say, it's a pretty decent read. Not far as edifying, but it's funny. You brothers can find all type of cuts to slice this bullshit in half. I just want to go to another point. Let's see. Put simply, the angels wanted nothing less than a new world order run by divine principles and propose what must be one of the most dangerous ideas in Western history, a world religion based on love and unity, a super Christianity, a terminal monotheism, which would not only reunite Catholicism and Protestantism, but even Judaism and Islam into a fused whole, all made possible, of course, by the technology the angels had provided for direct individual contact with the spiritual agent of God, instead of relying on terrestrial authority or scripture. Right, so it sounds like this guy's been pumped full of man-made doctrines and the Book of Enoch and Jasher and all that kind of bullshit, you know. But like I said, y'all brothers, y'all check that out, man. You know, you got not necessarily valid points, but helps validate the scriptures. So with that being said, first scripture I want to go to is let's see. First scripture I want to go to. One second. Satan. Okay. First scripture we're gonna go to is Revelations 12:7, which says, "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against." Matter of fact, let me read up a little bit. It says, "And the woman fled into the wilderness," and that woman is Israel, "where she had a place prepared of the Most High, that they should feed her there 1,260 days," which is America. "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels." Verse 8, "And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven." So right here, this scripture is showing you a contradiction to what the so-called devil was writing in that, in Russia, the warning Russia issued about them fighting against, America. So here's the end result of that, Slovakia, the Russians fighting against the Most High, and the BRICS, and what this devil planning to do, to have war in heaven. But here's the end all be all of it. You're gonna lose horribly. Right? It said there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. Who's the dragon? The dragon's the Roman Empire, but basically Esau. And that article validates that. And they're gonna fight and not gonna prevail. The Most High gonna destroy you people, man. But we all know that's through the spirit and power and this prophecy, and it has to happen. But it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be an epic fail, So from there, we're gonna go to Genesis 6:4.
Strong's H 5303.
Fallen angel.
Naphiel.
Bullshit, or their interpretation thereof, as that goes. This is Genesis 6:4. "There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown." Right. So, it's one of the easy scriptures to break down. We're gonna look at that word giants, right? And it says Nepal.
Strong's H 5303. Naphiel.
Right, so we dig a little deeper. Let's look it up. Okay, so we go look at the definition of this, and it says giants, the Nephilim, right? So that really ain't giving us nothing. There's nothing there that indicates that the giants are the fallen angels. So dig a little deeper. Go to the root word etymology, which is Napa'al, Napala, Napala. And check this definition. says here, fall, fall down, cast down, fall away, divide, overthrow, present, accept, lie down. So the key word here is fall down. And this is the primitive root word for that word napala, Nephilim. The key word for Nephilim in English is napa'al in the Hebrew, and this is the definition: fall down, cast down. So that just validates that word there means the fallen ones. Who are the fallen ones? The fallen angels. And we're gonna go to before we go to that, just to validate the fallen ones. Matter of fact, we'll go to Jude 1:6, and it says, "And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he have reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day." You see that? And the angels which kept not their first estate. What was their first estate? To be celestial, to be in the heavens. And the Most High casted them down, which translates to today to be the 144,000 men. And the word angels goes back to the word messengers. So basically, those are the men that's on earth today. All the prophets, all the men of the Lord, teaching the truth, especially in these times and throughout all times, because the scriptures tell us that the spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. So if you were prophesying back then, you're prophesying now, and you fit the mold of this scripture. "And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he have reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day." Right. And unto the judgment of the great day, which is when the Most High returns, and then his fallen angels are going to be redeemed out of the earth, and they're not going to be under the everlasting chains under darkness, meaning void of understanding and under the law. You know what I'm saying? And in these fleshly bodies, Right, so that's just validating, backing up what we read in Genesis 6 and 4, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so from there, we're going to go to John 15:27, because we know that, YAHAWASHI, it tells you that in Hebrews, the first chapter, tells you that YAHAWASHI created the worlds, and those fallen angels, which, like I said today, would be the 144,000. They helped create the earth with YAHAWASHI in the beginning, and that shows you in Jude they left their first estate, which was to be angelic, and celestial, but they left their first estate to be in the chains of darkness, So this scripture here validates that they were with YAHAWASHI from the beginning. It says, John 15:26, "But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me." Right, and who's the Comforter? The Comforter is the Word, and first and foremost is YAHAWASHI. Right, so it says, "But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me." Right, and that's why the scriptures tell you that what's that? Psalms 40:7. He comes in the volume of the book. It is written of me, and this scripture validates that. John 15:27. "And ye also shall bear witness," talking about the disciples. "And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning." Right. But a scoffer say that doesn't necessarily mean the beginning of the world. Okay, let's dig into it then. Let's dig into it. That's what we do here at GMS. We dig in. So we look up this word again in G746. And it says beginning, origin, the person or thing that commences, the first person or thing in a series, the leader, that by which anything begins to be, the origin, the active cause, the extremity of a thing. Okay, you got of the corners of a cell, the first place, principally, rule, magistracy, and here is the the edifying definition right here of angels and demons. Right. So that beginning was talking about the foundation of the world when the fallen angels helped YAHAWASHI create the universe, alluding to Genesis 1 and 1, where it says in Alahayim, it said, let there be light, and they created the universe. And the Alahayim were the powers, meaning the angels, meaning those who lost their first estate. So these motherfuckers, on that before it's news, and like I say, brother, you jump into that and read some of that bullshit for yourself, get a decent little laugh. But it's an easy cut, man, because this is the truth of who the fallen angels are. They're in fleshly bodies right now, but Lord willing, we be part of that number. We tapping back into our supernatural spirit, which is having an understanding of the kingdom of heaven, and setting ourselves apart from the rest of the world, and that's what we're going through now, so hopefully, I just want to put a few scriptures together just to debunk that bullshit about the fallen angels, and show the proper understanding of it, and this, like I say, the article just validating the scriptures, man, showing us that we got it right. We got the proper understanding, via YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, and our elder apostles, man. And like I say, they hint at certain things about the fallen angels, and they tapping into their powers. And technically, if we be part of that number, we are, man. And when Big Brother YAHAWASHI come back, via Yahweh, man, it's gonna be on and popping, man. These devils gonna lose sorely, man. So all that bullshit they was talking in that article, man, they can ball that shit up and throw it in the trash can. Why? Cause you're not gonna be able to fight against the Heavenly Father. And it don't matter who you warn, who Russia or Putin they warn, or how many satellites they set up there, and how many guns and shit they got aimed at space to fight the Most High. The scriptures say they shall not prevail, man. So hopefully you brothers was edified. I just want to throw a few scriptures together, cut that fucking article in half, under their understanding about who the fallen angels are. With that, brothers keep pushing, fighting. I'm gonna say shalom.